Hello and welcome to Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. I'm Daniel Pineda. We have a great program this week. We have our news stories, community bulletin board, and 55 plus news. But first, a social media reminder. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also on Facebook and WERA 96.7 FM. And now on to our first news story for this week. Effective October 1st, Arlington data are accessed directly through the Virginia Department of Health and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Use the following links to Arlington data to view Arlington cases, percent positivity, vaccinations, CDC COVID-19 community levels, and COVID-19 wastewater surveillance. The Virginia Department of Health page provided the following data. For the Arlington District, as of October 12, 2022, cases over all time, 60,423. This figure is actually less than the previous week's reported case count of 60,495. As for vaccinations, the VDH site shows that 202,292 people over the age of 5 have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine as of October 12th. Once again, this figure is less than the September 23rd reported vaccination count of 209,107, according to the Black Ribbon, or the September 23rd count of 205,325 based on the combined partially and fully vaccinated total. Once again, we are left to merely report on yet another week of seemingly contradictory statistics. Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for 5 through 11-year-olds is still available at the following locations. Arlington Mill Community Center, that's located at 909 South Dinwiddie Street, and Walter Reed Community Center, that's located at 2909 16th Street South. Walk-ins for 5 through 11-year-olds are available Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. In addition, free Pfizer and Moderna COVID vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months by appointment only. For more information, consult the Arlington County website. It's the season of giving, so here's a chance to join in giving back to the community with the Fill the Bike Box food drive. During the entire month of October, bring your well-packaged, non-perishable food items to any participating Trek bicycle store, and they'll donate them to a local food bank. Let's see how many bike boxes we can fill. The event runs through Saturday, October 29th. The Ballston store is located at 3924 Wilson Boulevard. The Clarendon store is located at 2731 Wilson Boulevard. The following is a public service message which we will provide as written. There is nothing more frightening than an impaired driver. This Halloween, don't turn the holiday scares into real-life dangers by getting behind the wheel after drinking. To help spread the message that buzz driving is drunk driving, the Arlington County Police Department, in partnership with the Washington Regional Alcohol Program, RAP, is hosting a Halloween anti-drunk driving event to highlight the impact alcohol has on motor skills. This free event is open to the public and will take place on Saturday, October 29th at the intersection of North Hudson Street and Wilson Boulevard, beginning at 8 p.m. Virtual Urban Forestry Commission meetings will be held through electronic communication means in compliance with the Code of Virginia and Arlington County's Continuity of Operations Ordinance. This meeting is open to virtual attendance by the public and closed to in-person attendance. This FNRC meeting will be recorded and posted on the webpage afterwards. To view and participate in real time, there is a link to click at the start time. The link is available on the Arlington County Government webpage. To provide written public comments, submit your comments online by 12 noon the day of the meeting. They will be shared with the commission members at the beginning of the meeting. To speak at the meeting, sign up here before 12 noon the day of the meeting. Real-time registration will not be available during the meeting. Pre-registered speakers will be emailed further instructions. Meeting minutes will be posted on the Forestry and Natural Resources Commission webpage within 1 business day of the meeting. To request translation services or other reasonable accommodations, contact the staff liaison. Visit Verway at vverway@arlingtonva.us or 703-228-1863. Mr. Verway also has an alternate phone number. That's 571-436-0038. The next meeting is on Thursday, that's October the 27th, from 7 to 9 p.m. For audio only, call 347-973-6905, United States, New York City. The phone conference ID is 848-432-347, $.
A business plan for a future Arlington Performing Arts Center has been published by the organization known as Embracing Arlington Arts. The plan maintains that the project will survive on private financial support without taking county funds. The plan proposes a roughly 14,300 square foot performing arts space with a black box main stage theater designed to hold up to 150 people. The proposed center would have 4 rehearsal studios, dressing rooms, a lobby with a box office, a concession stand, storage, offices, and an art gallery wall. Embracing Arlington Arts President Janet Copenhaver released a statement. "We are very excited to publish this business plan for a new venue in the county. We know this is a challenge, but we also recognize that Arlington is a great county that can be made better with the addition of a performing arts live music venue." The organization said it is currently looking for the right site and will announce its pick after consulting with the county. If the Arlington Performing Arts Center is built as planned, the facility would cost between $8 and $10 million to build. The nonprofit aims to cover its costs with corporate and individual donations. Meanwhile, an earlier county plan for a developer to build a metro-accessible black box theater in the Virginia Square area failed to materialize. Still earlier, the county-run Artisphere in Roslyn ultimately failed. The reasons cited included ineffective marketing and a relative lack of engagement from Arlington residents and artists. Here at Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News, we note the challenges that Arlington independent media has been dealing with ever since 2016, when diminishing county support resulted in substantial staff reductions. Obtaining financial support and engagement from businesses and Arlington residents is no mean feat. The 47th Annual Marine Corps Marathon, the MCM 50K and the MCM 10K, will take place on Sunday, October 30th, 2022. The 50K will begin at 7:15 a.m., followed by the wheelchair hand cycle division at 7:50 a.m., and the marathon at 7:55 a.m., all on Route 110 in Arlington County. The Arlington County Police Department, Virginia State Police, United States Park Police, and Pentagon Force Protection Agency will close numerous roadways in Arlington in support of these events. Additionally, the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department and the United States Park Police will close roadways in Washington, D.C. in support of race operations. Street parking in the area will be restricted, and motorists should be on the lookout for temporary no parking signs. Illegally parked vehicles in violation of the posted signage may be ticketed and towed. If your vehicle is towed from a public street, call the Emergency Communications Center at 703-558-2222. The Marine Corps Marathon recommends that runners arrive as early as possible prior to start time in order to proceed through the security checkpoint, drop off bags, and line up in the appropriate corral. Runners, spectators, and volunteers are strongly encouraged to use metro, ride-sharing, and other forms of multimodal transportation. The metro will open at 5 o'clock a.m. on race day. The closest metro access to the start of the MCM and MCM 50K are the Pentagon and Pentagon City stations, blue and yellow lines. The closest metro access to the finish festival is the Roslyn station, which serves the blue, orange, and silver lines. Runners arriving by a vehicle are encouraged to make use of shuttle services offered by the Marine Corps Marathon or the Kiss and Run drop-off location near the Fashion Center at Pentagon City. E-scooters and bicycles will not be allowed inside certain restricted areas of the event, and riders may be directed by law enforcement to either turn around or park their equipment and walk to their destination. Motorists should expect significant delays in and around the race course. If you are traveling to the event or in the area, allow extra time, seek alternate routes, or utilize public or multimodal transportation options to reduce road congestion. That's enough news for this week. Now it's time for Community Bulletin Board, or CBB.
Hi, and welcome to CBB. Our first CBB event comes from the Arlington Public Library. It's called Get Crafty with Halloween Paper Crafts. It's just a chance for children to make various crafts out of paper and other materials, which will be provided by the library. Registration is not required, but space is limited, with attendance on a first-come, first-served basis. For the current policies on masking, see the Library Operations Update. For more information, call 703-228-5971. That's on Tuesday, October 25th, from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. at Glen Carlin Branch Library, 300 South Kensington Street. Our next event is for families. Join in for some fun at the park. You can meet a naturalist or historian at a neighborhood park where you'll learn about the nature and history of Arlington. The staff person may bring hands-on learning items, artifacts, or activities. The event will be canceled in case of rain. That's on Tuesday, October 25th, from 4:30 to 5 o'clock p.m. at Penrose Park, 2597 Columbia Pike. Our next CBB event is from the Roslyn Cinema. Yes, Roslyn Cinema is back this fall on the lawn of Gateway Park. Beer and wine sales begin at 5 o'clock p.m. with the cinema part starting around 7 o'clock p.m. Join in for a fun movie along with sing-alongs for the kids. October's movie is Scooby-Doo from 2002. That's on Friday, October 28th from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. at Gateway Park, 1300 Langston Boulevard. Our next CBB event is for very young children, aged 18 to 35 months. It's called Tiny Tot the Moon. Tiny Tot and preschool programs provide opportunities for parents to interact one-on-one with their child while discovering the wonders of nature. Each program will provide engaging hands-on learning and may include a variety of activities such as songs, crafts, imaginative play, and mini hikes. Caretakers must stay with their child during the program. The cost is $5. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 612812-R, and that's on Friday, October 28th from 10 o'clock to 10:30 a.m. at Gulf Branch Nature Center, 3608 Military Road. Our final CBB event is for families. It's called Nature Spooktacular. It's an evening of fun, learning about nighttime animals and cultural festivities surrounding nature at this time of the year. The cost is $7. The activity number is 612952-AA. That's on Saturday, October 29th from 5:30 to 7 o'clock p.m. at Long Branch Nature Center, 625 South Carlin Springs Road, with another session from 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. For that one, the activity number is 612952-BB. Now it's time for 55 Plus News.
Howdy, and welcome to 55 Plus News. Our first event is all about why health directives are necessary. Live-in wills and other advance directives are important documents. These written orders give legal instructions regarding your medical care if you are unable to make decisions on your own. Elder law attorney Ed Zetlin will discuss the importance of health directives. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 911-404-06, and that's on Wednesday, October 26th from 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 noon. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. This is a virtual event. Next up, making the most of Medicare open enrollment. Are you concerned that prescription costs have increased as your health needs change? Do you have new prescriptions or some not covered by your current Part D plan? Medicare open enrollment for Part D prescription drug plans and Part C Medicare Advantage plans runs from October 15th through December 7th. Medicare plans can make changes every year to their costs and formulary, which is the list of drugs covered. Join a Virginia Insurance Counseling and Assistance Program representative for information on Medicare open enrollment and how to effectively use the Medicare Plan Finder and other tools to maximize your savings. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 911-503-02, and that's on Wednesday, October 26th from 10 o'clock to 11:30 a.m. at Arlington Mill Community Center, 909 South Dinwiddie Street. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, around the world to Portugal. Enjoy a virtual trip to Portugal, home to several World Heritage Sites and a unique culture. Catarina Silva with Turismo de Portugal, Portugal's national tourism authority, will entice you with Portugal's rich history, magnificent beaches, mountain landscapes, cosmopolitan cities, and more. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 911-400-28, and that's on Thursday, October 27th from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. You gotta be 55 and up. 55 plus membership is required, and this is a virtual event. Our next event is called Movies at Aurora Hills. It's a chance to enjoy classic and modern movies at Aurora Hills with your fellow 55 plus friends. October's movie is called Dream Horse, and it's from 2020. It's rated PG. The film tells the true story of Dream Alliance, an unlikely racehorse bred by Welsh bartender Jan Vokes. With very little money and no experience, Jan convinces her neighbors to chip in their earnings to help raise Dream Alliance in the hopes that he can compete with the racing elites. The group's investment pays off as Dream rises through the ranks with grit and determination and goes on to race in the Welsh Grand National. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 911-804-04, and that's on Friday, October 28th from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. at Aurora Hills Community Center, 735 18th Street South. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Finally, in 55 plus news, stars and galaxies. Our sun is only one star out of billions in our Milky Way galaxy, and our galaxy is just one of billions of galaxies in our universe. However, the light from these distant objects reveals their structures and changes over time. Come on in for a brief overview of what lies beyond our solar system. The activity number is 911-400-32, and that's on Friday, October 28th from 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock noon at Langston Brown Community Center, 2121 North Culpeper Street. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Anyway, that's all I got for 55 plus news.
And now some commentary. The DOCSO organization is an online web and mobile bill pay service. Hence, they do have access to a large amount of related financial information. DOCSO has recently released a report which they call 50 Largest U.S. Cities Household Spend Report 2022. The report ranks America's largest cities by amount spent on household bills. In addition to insights for these cities, DOCSO has also provided household spending information for Arlington, which includes the following. The average Arlington household pays $2,901 a month for the 10 most common household bills. The household expenses in Arlington, on average, are 44.9% higher than the national average of $2,003 and 30.2% higher than the state average of $2,229. Arlington is listed as the 22nd most expensive city in Virginia for household expenses. The report states that Arlington households spend 29% of their income on household bills. The data, which DOCSO has for Arlington and Virginia, as well as for 4,000 cities across the United States, looks at the total amount spent on bills per month and also breaks down bill payments into 10 different categories, including utilities, auto loans, cable bills, and more. The reported average monthly payments in Arlington include mortgage, $3,025, rent, $1,988, car loans, $358, utilities, $144, health insurance, $108. Car insurance, $238. Cable and internet, $99. Mobile phone, $95. Security, $87. And life insurance, $85. As we relay these figures, we also note that, as a third-party bill-paying service, DocSo's information is unlikely to include consumers who still pay by cash, check, or credit card and who are not DocSo subscribers. We also found a number of posts from some utility providers advising their customers not to use DocSo. As with the recent COVID reporting, published statistics may be of some interest, but should be considered with a measure of caution.
And that concludes our show for this week. We will be back next week with more news from Arlington. Meanwhile, be careful, be safe, and be well.